The lighting is so terrible. It makes me look like a ghost. There's a table. That's worse, I think. Hello, the one person. Looking like a fucking ghost right now. But welcome. Let's just wait and see who shows up or something. Hopefully people come so that we can have a fun discussion. My face looks super dry. Hi, the one person. Do I know you? Ooh, more people are here. Hello. Do I know you guys? Do I know you guys? Let's wait and see if a couple more people show up. Can you guys hear me okay? We're gonna have a lot of fun talking today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, for me at least. I don't know about you. One person liked the live. Thank you so much. Please like my live. I need the likes. Okay. So the agenda for today's live is 1, let's talk about Jimin, his achievements recently, but also all the hate that he's been getting. And then also the release of Yoongi's Tara Part 2. And the opposite of that is there are Jimin like solo stands who are also like sort of worried that Yoongi is going to take over Jimin in the charts, so we're going to talk about that as well. And also remind me not to put my phone near the camera so that, you know, it doesn't go out of focus. But we're also going to talk about the ticketing that I went through this last weekend and also Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it was like 4 straight days of ticketing and failing at the ticketing, and it was super fucking stressful. So we're going to talk about that as well. And if you have experiences ticketing and you want to let it all out, now's the time. Go ahead, go crazy in the comments. We're going to talk about the ticketing, things that went wrong and things that were good. So lots to talk about today, and I'm just going to keep it at like an hour, and I won't exceed more than an hour. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I think there's like 7 of you here, but no one's actually saying hi or responding to me. I don't know. Am I not doing anything? Am I doing something wrong? Hello? Please say hi to me. I'm very sad and lonely that you guys are not saying hi to me. Okay. First, let's enjoy this background. Again, if you want to buy this same projector, hello, Tinnoni? Tinnoni? Oh no, that's someone else that I follow that has that. Anyway, if you want to buy the same projector that Jungkook has, which is also the same one that's going on in my background right now, I have a video for that. It's posted in my comment section, the link for this projector if you're interested at all. Some people have told me that they that they have managed to find the same projector on Amazon. Even though I didn't use Amazon, but I provide what the projector looks like and the descriptions and whatever. And so you can absolutely find the equivalent on Amazon if you wish. I love it personally because it's so freaking cool. Okay. What was I gonna say? What shall we start with first? Do you want to start with ticketing? Did you guys try make any attempts at ticketing for the August D tour? And did you succeed? Is an important question. Are you going to any of Yoongi's concerts? Let me know right now in the comments. Meanwhile, while I wait for your answers, feel free to admire my shirt, Team BTS. It's got my bias at the back, or rather, should I say X bias? I feel bad, but I want to dump him like today. So, okay, X bias, right? So here we go. X bias. Can you believe we're able to see? You see? For sure you can see it. Okay. Officially. It's so hard. But officially separating from Namjoon. It's been enough. 7 years? It's long enough. Namjoon. That's the end of us. I'm really sorry. 7 years. It has been very long. It's time for me to go back to Yoongi now. The return was imminent. The return was like it's a no-brainer. I suppose I was always going to return to Yoongi eventually. Yeah, it sounds like I'm convincing myself, and maybe it is just a little bit, but leaving Namjoon for Yoongi. Okay, let's get started in talking about ticketing. So, for the August D tour, the Asian leg of the tour, it's going to start in Indonesia and then Bangkok and then Singapore. And so I casually tried for Indonesia. It was such a chore because you have to download the app. You have to familiarize yourself with the site. And then you have to make sure like all your accounts line up, your membership account and the account that everyone's leaving their bios for you. Yes, girl. I'm assuming you're a girl, unless you tell me otherwise. So, yes, girl. Thank you. Join the club. Join the club of everybody leaving their current bias for Yoongi. My first bias was Yoongi, and then I left because of something he said, which was pretty hurtful. And then I left him because I was mad, and it was so hurtful that not only did I stop standing Yoongi, I stopped standing BTS completely for a few months because I was that mad. And then I went back because why drop the entire group because of one member making you mad? And I got over it, and then I went back because the music was too good. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So ticketing, right? So I casually tried for Indonesia, even though I made all the accounts line up and all the information and familiarizing myself with the ticket site and following all the instructions to a T. I casually tried, but I still failed. I did the exact same for Bangkok. Got in for the pre-sale. I tried, I still failed. So then I was like at my wit's end already because Singapore is the last pre-sale, and it's my stop, and it's where I live, and I desperately wanted to go. So I was like, I've been trying and failing. Maybe it's my internet, maybe it's like me, I'm slow or whatever. And then so by the time it gets to the Singapore leg, it's the last chance for me to get a ticket to go, and I'm desperate, right? And my friend from Malaysia, the one from the recent vlog that I posted, where the title is Two Armies Just Having a Chill Day. You should watch that vlog. Yeah, so I have the membership, but she doesn't. And then so what I did was I gave her all my account details. The night before the ticketing, we prepared. We really prepared. She had no familiarity with how this works because she's never been to an actual BTS concert or done any kind of ticketing for BTS. And I've been doing it for like 10 years now. So, well, 9, 8 ish. Anyway, 8, 9 years. So we went through the whole routine. What do the what does this mean on the site? What does that mean on the site? What to click, what not to click. And I gave her my membership account and I told her like have it copied so that when you have to paste it, you don't have to actually type it out. That's like every second wasted. So yeah, she followed all my instructions and I didn't get tickets, but she did. So, but using my account, so we're going together at least, and I'm really, really like ecstatic about that. Hi, Sandra. Oh my gosh, hello. I am talking about ticketing for Singapore, and it's so freaking amazing because, so I got tickets on the first day for pre-sale, and I was gonna try for general sale because I had a friend who this Korean friend, she wants to go to the Singapore leg. But what she did was, I mean, I hope she's not here right now, but okay. What she did was she applied for the pre-sale. She didn't know that it was a pre-sale for some reason. For some reason, she didn't know it was a pre-sale. And I was shocked because it says so right there. Pre-sale. Pre-sale, no matter how you read it, in Korean and English. In Korean, it's 선예매, pre-sale. And but a raffle, which is like where it's like a lucky draw, right? A raffle is 추첨제. 추첨제 and 선예매 are very, very different words, so I don't know how she could have gotten them mixed up or wrong, and probably due to a lack of experience. So she kept saying she was going to go to the Singapore leg, and I thought she was going to do like ticketing. But then so after the pre-sale day, I was like, how did ticketing go for you? And she was like, I don't think I'm going to get it. And I'm like, what do you mean ticket? Like the pre-sale is over. Like, girl, did you get it or not? And then I said, what's your queue number? And she got confused apparently because then she sent me a screenshot of her pre-sale application from Weavers. And she was like, what did I miss? Like, did I not do something? I was like, yeah, you didn't do any ticketing. And therefore you have no tickets. That's what you didn't do. And it was really sad. Like, oh my gosh. I was really shocked at that. Because like for me, when tickets are so fucking important, right? I will read every instruction available to me 1,000 times in order to understand exactly what I need to do and then prepare the utmost that I can in order to secure tickets for myself. But yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyway, I'm very kind and nice. So I tried for tickets for her for general sales because she said she would be in school or something. And didn't get any. But what happened was instead during general sale, I general sale thing. Yes. No. Hmm? Yes. During general sale, which is online and not the general sale offline, um, I managed to get tickets for a second day for myself. Not me, another friend who got it for me. A Malaysian friend. All my Malaysian friends getting into a website that is in my country, that is based in my country, the servers, and then all the Singaporean friends are like complaining how they can get tickets. And then so I'm like pretty mad about this. So everybody's mad, right? Everybody's mad on Twitter. Like, fuck this, Ticketmaster, demand another day, we demand another day. And then so the pre-sale is over. Everybody wants another day. Next day is offline sales. So there's a very, 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 very tiny percentage that's left for offline sales. So I was telling everybody, go wait in line at the post office because that's where they sell tickets. Don't try online anymore. Go wait at the post office because you're gonna get tickets. 100 fucking percent. I don't know if you're still here, Sandra, but remember we tried for Love Yourself in Singapore. You tried for tickets at your post office. I tried at my post office, and we both got tickets. And yeah, like really, really quickly, really simple. The post office people are very pro at helping you buy tickets. A few months ago, when I wanted to buy like floor seats that were right in front of the stage for a Westlife concert, I told this person beforehand, like I went really early, and I'm like, I need you to secure me floor seats. I am so very desperate. And she was like, I'm gonna try my best. And then I got a queue number, and then when my queue number came, the website wasn't open yet. So she was like, all right, I know you by now because you've been here. Like as soon as the website opens, even though your number is passed, I'm still gonna call your number immediately as it opens. Come over to the counter, and she got me floor seats in an amazing section that's just like a few rows, well, 7 rows away from the stage. It's still pretty fucking good. She's got fast hands. In like 5 minutes, we were done, and she was like, "It's done." And then I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" And I'm like insanely like happy that I got floor seats, not for the Agust concert. This was for Westlife. But what I'm saying is they were amazing. For Love Yourself SG, there were lots of floor seats, well, not seats, but standing pit tickets available when we queued at the post office. Right, Sandra? Sandra's still here, obviously. But because I am an old person, I don't want to stand or get shoved around. And also, I'm very short. And, I don't want to be smelling armpits the whole concert. So I got seated and then watched as everybody in the standing pits complained about how they couldn't see anything after the concert. Made a very good decision, very smart decisions. Just like the same for August D, my friend who got in, my Malaysian friend who got in on the second day. She got in on the second day of general sales, and then she went and then she asked me, I'm in. Do you want me? She was like, I'm gonna help you buy something. And I'm like, anything. Seated. It has to be seated. Whatever it is. And then so she got me a seated ticket, and I was super happy. So all my tickets are not bought for me. They're bought by Malaysian friends who got in like that into the fucking site. The site opened at 11 o'clock. She got in at 11:02, which is insane. Not only did she buy 2 standing tickets for her friends, she left the site. She went back in on another queue number, which was also super fast, and bought me a seated ticket. So I don't know how that works, but anyway, everybody was super mad about the ticketing. And so by the third day, just as the website closed and said no more tickets for day 1 and day 2, in 1 hour after that, Weverse put out an announcement and said, ta-da, third day for you, Singapore, third day for you, Bangkok. And so we all got extra days, and people who were queuing at the post office who got shut down because there were no more tickets, the post office people worked their fucking magic, and everybody I know that went to wait in line at the post office all got their preferred seats. So like I said, if you live in Singapore and you want tickets, I suggest you go to the post office if it's not pre-sales, whatever concert it is. if there's a chance for you to go to the post office and get tickets, do it. Because post office people are as pro or more pro than the scammers, who are very fast also. Okay. So, that's what I wanted to say about ticketing. I think I talked like really fast about that and got super like excited. I don't know who's still here. Hello, please talk to me. I feel like I'm talking to myself. What are you listening to? Are you just listening to me? You're looking at my face. You're looking at my background. So Sandra, please, you should get this galaxy projector. Tunguk uses it in his lives. And it only costs like $27. And it's freaking amazing. There's like little shooting stars that go across. Also, like, you can just stop it at one color, because I don't like that little green thing. Is this all purple all the time? Yes, that's what I want. So, okay. Okay, I'm done talking about ticketing. No one else has said that they have tickets, so I'm just going to assume out of the 6 people here, and me, that's 7. I'm the only one that has tickets to Agust. Really? No one else has tickets? Eek. Maybe you should petition, because everybody petitioned for a 3rd day for Singapore apparently, and then they got it like within a day. That their wish was granted. So I think you should, everybody gather all the EU armies and just be like, we demand a show. Thank you so much. Where do you live? Tinuni. Where do you live? Have they been making a fuss? I hope so. I hope that the EU does get, like, because I don't know when he's going to the army. There's that, right? There's always that issue of, like, when is he going to the army? So how much time can he spare to do more concerts? Oh, I replied to you. Hi. What's Aaron? Oh, my gosh. I remember you. If I'm not wrong, what's Aaron? You started following me because you thought it was entertaining because of like Rhythm Hive videos? I think so. I remember your profile pic anyway. Because you've got that like amazing smile. And even though the profile pic is like super small right now, I can see it from here. Girl, like that smile. Amazing. Okay. Yes. So that's what I've been saying about the ticketing. I will say no more on it because no one else is here with tickets. I was hoping to hear like you guys' stories about your Augusti ticketing, and so we can say like, oh, we suffered for days and days, because it was 4 straight days of ticketing, and that's like, and every single day it was like at least 4 hours of standing in front of the, I have 2 phones and 1 computer, and it's like 3 devices, and you're constantly like checking it. And even though it says, yeah, it's like you're like a half hour away, you don't dare to move away from your phone, and you don't dare to really click away in case something fucks up and then you get thrown back to like the back of the line or something. So it's super stressful. And I had like a realization, because I've heard how like people who are super stressed like lose a lot of weight, and then I realized that, when your heart rate is elevated, you burn like more calories or something. That's probably why. That's probably how people who are super stressed out like lose a lot of weight. It's because their heart rate is just constantly elevated due to anxiety or something. So, okay. Since no one else has August date ticketing stories. Oh my gosh! Yeah, you were really invested in the story about that weird guy you went on a date with. I actually have a new story about a guy. It's not a weird guy. Well, in some ways, kind of weird, but not really that bad of a story. I could tell it later once we're done with these like VTS topics, because we gotta be, relevant to the channel. We can talk about this guy in a little bit if you want to know. Um, okay. So first, now that I've done talking about ticketing, if any of the newcomers, because suddenly there's like 11 people, like 11, whoa, that's a lot of people. Okay, just saying, in my heyday, when I had like a super big Instagram account, which had like 100,000 followers, I had like hundreds of people come to my live and I felt super popular. But now there's like 11 people and I'm already like really happy. It's just 11 people, yeah. Okay. What was I gonna say? Let's talk about the hate that Jimin has been getting. First of all, the disclaimer is I really cannot comprehend at all why the hate. Like what did he do? Why is there hate? I tried to think about it. I tried to, in a way, not justify it, but I can't. I'm the sort of person, like, I need a reason, and not really, it doesn't have to be reasonable, but I need the reason and I can't find a reason. And yes, even serial killers have a reason for doing what they did. Doesn't mean it's okay, but at least I get to understand the reason. And yes, I am likening these crazy anti-fans to serial killers because it's a fucking wrong. You're doing something wrong, so you're in the I'm a motherfucker category where you're doing something wrong. And I don't get it. I have seen some really weird shit. Some possible reasons for the hate towards Jimin, and one of the biggest reasons is that people hate him because apparently he is very attention seeking. And oh, thank you for joining. Yes, we're going to talk about it and we're going to discuss it. We're going to try to find a reason, try to break it down. How insane is it that there's this much hate? Let's go back to years and years back where there were death threats and people were honestly very, very worried for his safety. And he was a target at like the airport. And I don't know if you've seen this one video where there was this like crowd of people at the airport and somebody had sort of like stepped forward, and I think the rest of the BTS members were very aware of the threats towards Jimin, and you could see there was a clip of Yoongi pulling Jimin behind him. So first of all, today I left Namjoon for Yoongi, and then now talking about this, I'm like, oh, what a fucking hero, my bias. I shouldn't be saying that, wearing like a Namjoon t-shirt. I don't know if you guys have seen. Let me show you again. X bias, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, can you see it or no? Yeah, pretty sure. X bias. There we go. Yeah, there's that. And then recently I saw some news where it said he had to cancel one of his shows due to like some security threats or something. I didn't really have time to read that, but okay, let me get back to how I've seen this on Korean Twitter as well. You would think sometimes you would think like, okay, maybe Korean armies are more sane or more caring or more loving, but they've got their fair share of crazies. Let me tell you, I've seen a whole bunch of insane Korean. They're not armies. I've just seen this whole bunch of Korean crazy people who were talking shit about Jimin, and but they don't do it like because of shipping or anything like some of the English speaking people on Twitter do. Like, oh, I hate Jimin because he stole Jungkook away from Taeyong, which this is the most insane, stupid fucking reason I've ever heard in my entire freaking life. Oh, to hate somebody on some imagined scenario. Let me repeat that for you so that you can be in the same status of disbelief as me. I hate Jimin because he stole Jungkook away from Taeyong. What? 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 What the fuck kind of reason is that? What? Okay? Insane. Fucking insane. I don't know. First of all, insane if you believe that Jungkook and Taeyong are together. Okay? Insane if you believe there was any stealing going on between these people. Um insane that you created this crazy false story in your head and then imagined this scenario and then got angry at Jimin about it. And it's you know how like for years there's been like jokes going around about how men complain that women dream about something that their husbands or their partners did that made them mad, and then when they woke up they were legit mad at their partners even though it was just a dream, but the dream felt so real. And then people complain about that, right? So people should complain about this. This is the exact same thing. This is the exact same fucking thing. Like, how can you imagine a scenario where you think you believe in your fucking mind that Taeyong and Jungkook are together and that Jimin somehow seduced him and stole him away? What in the actual fuck? This is what I've seen on Twitter. I've retweeted it at some point, like probably a few months ago, because I was so shocked that this scenario exists. And I thought it was a joke or something, but no, people were getting legit mad. And you should see the replies. Everybody was supporting this theory. Everybody was talking about how, like, yeah, Jimin, you know, attention seeker. He's always trying to touch Jungkook in some way and blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Okay, he is an affectionate man. He touches everybody. Okay. Like, even I don't know. It's his personality. You crazy people. And okay, moving on from that's one reason, right? One of the reasons which I read on Twitter. So Twitter is like a great source of information you never wanted. You just hang there long enough and you start seeing all this crazy stuff and you're like, no, I wish I never knew this. I wish I never knew this issue even existed, because then like what? And then you get so shocked. Okay, speaking of shipping, I do for fun. I ship like Jimin and Jungkook together, but okay, no, like maybe when their moments exist, I'm like, oh, it would be so cute if they were boyfriends. But I don't believe that they are together. Not like in the sense that, you know, like, oh, they must be secretly married. I've heard that also. It's fucking crazy. So okay, all of that what I've said, that was under the umbrella, right, of that reason where Jimin stole Jungkook away from Taeyong. And then the second reason that he was receiving hate was because he is an attention seeker. And then now I've seen like people hating that people say Jimin can't sing. Okay, for those who attended my previous live, which was about Jimin's song, Jimin's song, the Set Me Free, I was not a fan of that at all. Mm, I didn't say he can't sing. I just said that his opening for the song, for those vocals, didn't sound very good at all. And because you have this, like, I at least had this amazing impression of Jimin's voice and how sweet it can sound, that was something unexpected for me, and therefore I didn't like it. And I feel like that's a valid opinion. If you don't feel that's a valid opinion, that's valid. Uh, but I think that could probably be a a reason why people suddenly started saying Jimin can't sing. It's because they don't really know how to think a little deeper. There's all these people that are overthinking, right? The overthinkers about like the relationships and the delusion and stuff. And then there are the people that don't think deep enough, the shallow thinkers, the the bimbos, the just the basic idiots and stuff. Total hate. That's just, again, like, right, like, why is this happening? And see, like, my immediate reaction as soon as you tell me about something is to try to find some logic, try to find some reason, because I can't accept when something happens for no reason. It has to have a reason for me to accept it, not necessarily like it, but accept it. There were other There was one. There was once I did see somebody say something about Jimin being manipulative, and I didn't see that at all. Like, in what way and why? And there were people that said he looks like a gorilla. They called him gorilla, and I didn't understand why at all. And this was on Korean Twitter. There was a bunch of people that apparently started a group where they just nicknamed him Gorilla every time they wanted to refer to him. And I didn't understand that either. Exactly. Like I said, if you spend time on Twitter, it's like a hole that you fall into and then you struggle to get out. So I rarely go on Twitter. I go on Twitter just to like randomly tweet, and I stay for maximum 5 minutes and then I get out because it's not a good place. It's not a good place. It's good for when you're doing like ticketing for like August. Then I was on it quite a bit to just say like, okay, my queue number is this. Oh my god, I hate this so much, and other people were tweeting about their same experience, and it was actually through Twitter that I met a person who helped me to get tickets for August day one, and that was a blessing. So that was a good thing that came out of being on Twitter. For certain occasions only, I feel that that's fine. If you are using Twitter in a context, like in a safe space to use Twitter, and it's for a specific purpose, that's safe. But if you're on Twitter just to browse, it's just gonna be nuts. It's just gonna be nuts. You're just gonna be horrified, and it's just completely insane. Um, and on the other hand, it's absolutely toxic. On the other hand, I saw like some solo stands, and this is the opposite of Jimin antis. These are the Jimin solo stands that I are just as bad, to be honest. Um, they were worried that Yoongi's People Part 2 would knock Jimin like off the charts. And I'm like, okay. Look, a lot of the times we do manipulate the positions of BTS songs on the charts. Like getting an old song to trend or to enter the top 100 or something like that. That's manipulation, and that's fine. But if a new song that has come out overtakes an older song, and the new song happens to enter the charts at a higher position or goes to the top or something, it has its every right. Like, who are you to try and stop it just because you like Jimin better than Yoongi? That's fucked up. It's so fucking stupid. This was what I was reading yesterday, and I was like, that's because I went on Twitter to like look for something specific. Then I came across that because things get recommended on your Twitter feed. And I read that and I was like, oh my god. Why can't we just be happy? Why can't things be simple? How does this happen? I just don't even want to think about this, you know? Like, Yoongi's song charts high, great. Jimin's song charts high, great. It's not a competition between them or amongst themselves. That's crazy. They're all happy for each other, for one another. Like, what? Who are you to mess with that? Like, who are you to decide? Like, you know, you need to protect Jimin from like Yoongi's scary single that would hit like. So his song is super fucking good. If it charts higher than Jimin's song, so be it. It means it deserved it. It means more people listen to it. We have a right to what we enjoy listening to. I'm not going to continue to listen to a song that I don't like. That's just fucking ridiculous. That's like adding unnecessary stress to my life. Music should make you happy, and you shouldn't force yourself to listen to something you don't like. That's crazy. Okay. Anybody else heard about like any other kind of Jimin hate? Because if not, then we're just gonna stop talking about it. It's getting me so worked up. I'm actually getting a headache from how worked up I feel over all this like craziness. It's fucking insane. Seriously. Mad. Mad. Mad as in I'm angry, and mad as in it's crazy. Just all kinds mad right now. Recently also I saw a person comment on one of my YouTube videos and say that they were a solo stan. And I was like, what? And they were very proud to say that they were a solo stan. I can't even remember for whom because I don't want to keep track of these crazy people. But they were like, yeah, the rest of the members don't deserve my feelings. I'm only gonna like this one person. And I'm like, okay, you can fuck right off. And then I just blocked that person from commenting anymore because I don't want to see that. Okay. Okay. Are we done on this topic? Because I don't see anyone else like contributing to this so that we can get worked up together. Because I've just been here worked up by myself. Ooh. Let's digress for like 2 minutes. I think about like a few days ago or last week, I posted that a video called "Cheapskate Buys Calvin Klein to Support Jungkook." If you don't have a lot of money like me, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money, you can still buy cheap Calvin Klein. I went to the Calvin Klein website and it was like $99 underwear for a pair of underwear. $99. $99. Okay, my butt doesn't deserve $99 underwear. It's a butt. Granted, I have to sit down, but no, $99. No. So I was like, okay, how can I own some Calvin Klein, right? Like, I decided that I would like to start working out a bit. This disclaimer. The keyword is a bit. And I was like, okay, I don't have sports bras. So I'm like, okay, let's get something useful, right? Calvin Klein, pretty sure they have sports bras. So I bought a sports bra. Like, look, I have it. I brought it just to show you. And having this, like, I just got it out of the laundry. I haven't even used it. It's brand new, out of the packaging, and into the laundry. And I haven't used it yet. But just seeing the freaking, like, you know, the band, you know, all the underwear have like Calvin Klein on the band. And I'm like, okay, if I buy a sports bra from Calvin Klein, it has to have that like logo on the band, or else it means nothing, or else it's not the same. Like, who would know? You have Calvin Klein, only you. And what's the point? You might as well not buy it from Calvin Klein. So I got this at like $30. It's not $99 because I refuse. I would never spend $99 on a single piece of clothing. Yeah, most of my clothes, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I always look good. And most of my clothes are from Shein, and they're like, the dresses are like $8, $10, $12. So most of my clothes are under $20, like brand new too, and they look freaking good. You just have to look good, and then your clothes are gonna look good. It's a no-brainer. So anyway, $30, and I got this pretty nice sports bra, and it's got like all these like nice straps and stuff. It's very complicated, but anyway, yeah, I have tried it on, and it's super comfortable. If you haven't watched that little shopping vlog, please do. Look, I'm entertaining. Watch my video. It's like, please, for fuck's sake. If you don't really want to, just watch like the first minute. Okay, watch the first minute. Watch the ad and help me out so I can like make back my $30 buying this sports bra. And also like my video, like my live right now. Thank you very much. Girls trying to afford some basic underwear here. Like, I don't ever earn enough from like my YouTube to even get $99 to buy Calvin Klein underwear, but I'm hoping to at least make $30 this month. Okay, so I can so that this Calvin Klein sports bra is paid for. So please, I know all the sweat you do in whatever you wear on your body, the first piece of clothing, and then it you get sweaty, and then you have to keep washing it, and you have to keep washing it, and the wear comes really quick on like your underwear and your sports bras and stuff. So why? Don't spend $99 in any sort of clothing. I mean, unless you're like a big celebrity or something. Don't do that. Like, take care of yourself first, cheaply, and then if you look good, your clothes look good. I promise. Just do that. I don't see anybody hitting that like button. It's still at 3 likes. Like it. Like it right now. I demand. Like the fucking live. Thank you. Okay. Aaron, you still here? Okay, good. I see you. Okay. We are done with the BTS tea. So if you want to leave, go ahead. But right now, because Aaron's here, thank you, Mrs. Tan. Mrs. Tan? Are you one of those that go on Weverse lives and are like, I'm married to Jungkook or I'm married to whoever? Lately, the BTS members have been calling those people out. It's hilarious. Oh, but I feel like Namjoon was a little harsh. And, because I was translating those lives, right? And I was like, did I really hear him say what he said? Because he was like, I don't want to see. Okay. Look, if I were to translate like casually, right? Like not directly exactly what he said or include like super the polite language or whatever. If I were to translate what they say into how a regular person like us would speak to each other, then I would say what he said was, I don't want to see that shit. Basically. Because I mean, yeah, if I were to translate things the way we would talk to each other, or the way a person would normally say something, according to just like normal speech patterns that everyone is familiar with, instead of translating the sentence, it would be a lot different. And sometimes I do try to do that, to make them seem more human, because a lot of people put them up on a pedestal, like from the way they speak or from the way translators translate their sentences, very proper, very, just because they don't exactly say like vulgarities like shit or fuck or whatever, it doesn't mean that it isn't implied in their tone, or in like how, if we were to say that in English, then it would probably include that. Because when we say shit, it doesn't mean shit, right? Like shit. It means like, I don't want to see things like that. I don't want to see shit like that. You know what I mean? So if I were to translate nicely, and keep in mind that they're always trying to be polite, or if we were to translate for appropriately for media, is what I'm trying to say. I used to do that a lot, but I want to transition into making them seem more human, and like making them seem more like us. Like we were already close, but as in we've got the best relationship, right, between fandom and idol. But it could be a lot closer if we translated responsibly into like the speech that people would actually use. But I think a lot of translators are really afraid to do that, because there are people who wouldn't understand this sort of method, and I've seen people get called out for like casual translating, where they don't translate like exactly that exact word into that exact meaning. And when I see that, also saw that on toxic Twitter. When I see that, I was like, I am so happy that I quit being a translator. And these days, I don't do it full time like I used to. I just put subtitles just casually when I can, instead of previously it really like was my whole life was just translating. And they tweeted all fucking day, and I would have to go to the bathroom at work just to like translate and post it, and I got sick of it. So not really sick of it. It was more like sick of the people who were like, if I'm at work and cannot translate something, and they'd be like, where is the translation? I've been waiting. And I'm like, oh my god, fuck you. Learn the fucking language yourself, motherfucker. Okay. I'm done ranting about that. Oh my god. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. They were so active on Twitter and all sorts of other social media, and posting little clips, which I had to add subtitles to. And then Run BTS used to be released on VLive with no subtitles for like days. And I would be the fastest subber there was, considering I'm an adult who works. Okay? My work comes first, but a lot of the time I already put aside my work to make the subtitles come first, and that was difficult. But it was worth it because people were so nice about appreciating it. But then when people started getting demanding, and it became a chore as opposed to a joy that I wanted to do for the fandom, and I no longer wanted to do it. I didn't even do it on YouTube too. I posted everything on Instagram, like little parts by parts by parts, so that you could eventually get like the whole episode of Run BTS. Like they used to be short episodes, right? Like 12 minutes or 10 minutes, or And yeah, I used to do that. It was fucking a lot of work. And when you get demanding kids and then constantly DMing you with like, translate this for me, they didn't even ask very nice. They would tag me on posts that were not even, yes, EXO posts, Big Bang posts, some other posts. sisters of or brothers of some idol posts, and then they would just tag me and be like, what did they say? Sometimes there wasn't even like please or anything, or could you please like tell me what they said? No. What did they say? Or translate this. And I'm like, are you seriously? I don't get paid for this shit. I'm doing it all for free, on top of my work, on top of my using my own free time and no life except BTS and work. And that was fucking shit. Okay. So, Aaron's waiting to hear the story about this guy. This guy, it's not so much tea like that other guy. This guy is someone I feel. Okay, we're done with the BTS topics, right? Oh, we could link it, I suppose. This guy, usually, if I talk to guys, there's a test, right? There is a test to make sure that if you want to keep talking to me, you have to pass this test. And the test is usually when I talk about BTS. Of course. Of course. My criteria for when I talk to guys is if I talk about BTS, and this has happened, if I talk about BTS and your response to me is they're gay, okay, this has happened, or oh, those Chinese boys or other similar Asian equivalent that is more insulting, Chinese boys or those Korean, Japanese boys that wear makeup, or oh, you're one of those fans. And if their reaction is like that, is an immediate block. Usually I say something scathing first or something insulting, like I'm pretty sure all of those boys are more man than you, like more manly than you, and they probably last longer in bed than you. So anyway, ooh, BTS test, yeah. That's usually the first conversation I have. They have to pass the test. They don't have to like BTS. They don't. What they need to do is they need to respect that I like them. Don't diss them. If they didn't like them and wanted to diss them, but didn't diss them just because they wanted to keep talking to me, I will eventually find out and they will still be blocked. So you can't diss BTS and you can't secretly diss BTS. Okay? Even in your mind. You can't even diss. Still a block. You're still gonna get blocked. You have to. It's okay if you don't have feelings for them, don't have any sort of opinion or feelings. That's fine. If you don't have feelings, if you don't have opinions about BTS, that's fine. If you respect that I like them and understand that I don't expect you to like them, that's great. That's fine. Yeah, I think these are very low, reasonable demands, reasonable requirements. Ooh, your ex got you into BTS? Oh my gosh. That's great. I don't think I would want a BTS fan. Like, I would like just someone who respects that I like BTS. I think having a partner that is also a BTS fan is weird. I guess because, well, the way I see it, now that I'm thinking about this, because I never thought about it before. Like, what if I met a guy who liked BTS and also liked me? Like, what are the odds? Like, I think I would like to enjoy BTS by myself or with my friends and have that separate. Because let's say, God forbid, that one day, let's say you've been in a relationship with this guy like long time, and then you really love him, and then, but one day something happens and you have to break up. But he was also a BTS fan, and it's gonna be so much harder to get over him because every time you listen to BTS, it's just something you really love. It's also connected to him in some way, and then so the memories are connected, and um, I think it would be harder to get over. I want to protect my love for BTS in all ways that I can. Like, they're just me for me, and yeah, they I don't want to get them involved, or I don't want to get my love for them involved in any other aspect of my life. If you know what I mean. Just to protect this in case anything happens with that. Like, my love for BTS remains pure and safe, and they are my safe space. So if I have to break up, then I can turn to them for comfort. So I don't want to mix the two together. I know it's tempting because you want who you love to also love the things that you love, but I think I'm very particular about keeping those separate. Oh, I think it's cute. Like, go ahead, watch BTS music videos together, and then like it's the little things, just like it's like casual liking together. I think up to that level, it's fine. I would never say like, oh no, you can't watch this MV with me. Like, go either watch it by yourself. Like, I refuse. No, I think that's a bit much. Like, just be reasonable. Like, if he says he wants to go to a concert with you, but he doesn't really like them, and I feel like the ticket will go to a better would better go to like an army that's really a fan. I wouldn't want to deprive them of a seat. I hate girls who drag their boyfriends to concerts. Like, why? They don't look like they're having a good time, and they're taking up a seat of a fan who could have sat there and screamed for BTS. So fucking don't bring your boyfriend. If he likes them, fine. Don't drag them. Don't drag anyone. It doesn't have to be your boyfriend. Don't drag a person that doesn't want to be there. Okay? Because someone else deserves to be there. Someone else who could have been like seeing them for the first time or whatever. Just be considerate of your fandom. Everybody needs to help everybody. We are a family. So, okay. We're a family that hates the antis and the weirdos, the insane shippers who take it to a very uncomfortable level. But yeah, they could be the extended family. They could be the family that we cut ties with. I don't know. I'm just trying to see how we all tie together. But yeah. Okay, back to this guy. The guy passes my test, okay? Guy passes my test. I don't want to say who it is. You follow me on Instagram, though. He texted me just now. But I didn't see it. I didn't see it because I was in the living room. My phone was charging. He texted me like 3 hours ago, and I didn't see it. And I'm trying to be cool. And I just reacted to his meme that he sent me. Like, we've said nothing to each other, but I just like him. And it's difficult because I liked him over a year ago. Oh, we sort of had a thing. But he has the thing that we have is weaker than the thing that he has about talking to people constantly. He's so introverted and so against social media. He uses it casually to like look at memes and stuff, but he doesn't like to connect with people over it. And he doesn't also really use like chat apps and stuff like that. I don't know. He could be lying to me because I'm like, who's like this? But I honestly believe that he's like this because he doesn't. At first, it was pretty good. Like, he would send me pictures throughout the day, like, this is what I'm cooking, or like, this is what my living room looks like, and this is what I'm doing. And that was like during COVID and stuff. But I think after, the thing is, he and I are the same. We don't really like having long conversations. Sometimes when my friends text me, it takes me a day to reply to them. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. Sometimes I don't reply at all because I am this sort of person. I like having conversations like this where we're talking. But as you know, I don't even do lives that often. Like, I didn't want to do this today, but I told myself today's a good day to do it because you're already wearing contacts. And I can't wear glasses for lives because then the light reflects and then you can see like my ring light at my glasses. So I was like, okay, if you have to do a live tonight was a good time because you're wearing contacts. That was the reason I told myself and convinced myself. And also I was like, I had to go out today. So I wore this t-shirt and I was like, okay, you haven't changed yet. And you're already wearing your contacts. And you look like you're good to go for a live. So do a live rather than another day where you have to put in effort. So that sounds so terrible. But that was my logic. That was my reasoning. And I'm all over the place with this. But so, like I said, we're both the same. We don't like texting a lot because what happens is we get to texting and then we do end up texting a lot. And then afterwards, I get mad at myself. Like when we're done talking, I'm like, excuse me, I'm like, fuck, I wasted so much time just texting when I could be doing a lot of other things. Because texting requires you to just be on your phone and be focused on that conversation, or at least I get that way. And then you end up doing nothing. So I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So I don't have long conversations or texts. And yeah. And sometimes it sucks because I'm like, oh, nobody texts me. But then I remember it's because I don't like texting. And so people don't text me. And so he's like that as well. So anyway, over a year ago, so we had this like intense, like few days of like lots and lots and lots and lots of talking. And his accent is so fucking sexy. What if he finds this video? Never mind. He's not gonna sift through like 1 hour of me talking about BTS, right? So he's never gonna find this little nugget that's at the end of the video. So okay. He's from Ireland. He has a fucking sexy ass accent. Sexy accent. Love it. And yeah, I used to get him to like voice text me so that I could listen to his messages when I had nothing to do. They're gone. Anyway. So he sort of expressed that he was uncomfortable at the intensity of how much we were talking. And I totally got him because we're the same. We're such the same person, but it's this type of similarity that makes things not work out. Also, because he lives on the other side of the world. He lives closer to fucking Sandra than me. So, Sandra, I hate you. Sandra, who can pop over to Ireland anytime she likes. Whereas it takes like, I don't know, 16 hours for me or something. So, yes. So, we phased out and then I forgot about him. And I was happy that I forgot about him. But then 2 days ago, he texted and he was like, it's been a year since I logged into my WhatsApp. How are you keeping? And at first I was like, who the fuck is this? Because I couldn't recognize the number. It was like +335 or something. And then, but I saw the profile picture and it was him. So I was like, what's up, my Irish charmer? And I was like, lucky you still have that profile picture because I didn't know this was your number. And then he sent me a selfie. And I love when guys do that. I love when guys send me pictures of like what they're doing or what they look like unsolicited. like willingly. Because so many guys, I don't know what's up with the guys like who don't like taking selfies or who don't like pictures. Like you have serious self-esteem issues. So please, I love these guys, and also guys who let me take pictures of food before we eat. Those are the best kinds of guys. Korean guys are like that. Sandra and I, uh, I had this Korean student who's older than me, by the way, this oppa. And one time this oppa took us out to dinner, me and Sandra. And then he brought another oppa to dinner. And the food came. The friend picked up, I think, something from the plate. And this Korean oppa, my student, he scolded his friend. He was like, "No, put that back. She has to take a picture first." And I'm like, "Oh, 오빠, 고마워요." So that was the best. And that's not the only like Korean guy I've experienced that does this. Lots of Korean guys. Like it's been ingrained into them. It's automatic for them to expect whoever they're eating with to want to take a photo. And then they wait politely until all the photos are done. They're like, "Can I eat now?" And so they wait to ask your permission. I love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah. So many Korean guys, like in Korea, like all the guys are like that. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. If you have a chance to go to Korea and go on a date with a Korean boy, yeah, do it. Just watch. Just like when the food comes, just hold your phone. They're just gonna wait. They're gonna look at you, and then see whether you take pictures or not before you eat. Okay. Back to the story about the Irish guy. So he texts me, and then I'm like scrolling, right? I'm okay. I'm gonna tell you his name. So his name is Jamie, from Ireland, and I was scrolling. I was trying to like get to another window on my phone, but I don't know how. I accidentally pressed the call button, and then I was looking at it. I didn't even know that I hit it. Like the call function came up, and I'm like, is he calling me or am I calling him? And then I realized that it was me, so I cut off the call. And then he texts me and he said, "I picked up. Can you go again?" So he wanted me to call him, and so we call him. And as soon as he picks up the phone, and I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to call," and then I laughed. And he was like, "You have the most amazing voice." And he was like, and then just with that tone that shows that he loves my voice so much. And oh my god. Like, Jamie, if you don't want me to fall for you, then why are you telling me this? Don't do it. Don't. You don't have to compliment me. Don't say anything. Just leave me alone. Don't even pick up my call. He should have been like, "Why did you call?" And then I would have been, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm doing okay. Thank you, bye." But no. He calls. I mean, he wanted me to call him back. Picks up and says nice things about me. And then just the conversation just goes brilliantly. And we talk for 2 hours. And yeah. And then he sends me memes. Like, how does it get better than this? Guys send you memes. Guys send you pictures voluntarily. What else? Just, there was one conversation where I was like, "Oh my gosh, my friend did something totally annoying." And then he was like, "What's the tea? Tell me." And I was like, "Oh." I love when guys like want to bitch with you. I think that it's so perfect. Like, you could totally bitch about your friends with this dude. Like, and then he's so supportive when you tell him like annoying things. about people that you've experienced. And he was like, that bitch. And I'm like, you're right. I know, right? So he's all kinds of fucking perfect. But he's just so reclusive. And it's just not meant to be. I have to accept it. And so I had to like ask myself today, is it worth it to even like carry on having these like feelings of like for this guy when you know it's never going to go anywhere? I don't know. But I haven't liked anybody in really long. So liking somebody is just like, ooh, this is new. This is kind of nice. Even though it's not going anywhere, I think I can tell myself, like, okay, there's boundaries to this. You know it's not going anywhere, so enjoy the feelings of like while they're lasting. I guess there's not much tea to him. He's a really nice guy. It's just he's very self-deprecating. If I tell him something nice about him, because he tells me nice things about me, but when I tell him something nice about him, he's like, no, I don't think so. Like I said, your accent is super sexy, and he was like, I think you need to get yourself checked because there's something wrong with you. Like, what the fuck? And he's expressed wanting to go to Japan and Korea. And he said Singapore is on his list where I live. And I was like, you can sleep on my floor in my room if you know, if like money is an issue or something. And I was saying we could totally meet in Korea. I was just saying all these things. Normally, I am not the type of guy, not the type of girl to show like I'm enthusiastic about a guy. Like I like to be chased. But with this guy, I I'm just instant with letting him know how I feel. Like I say things like we should meet in Korea, we should hang out in Korea, you should come here and like I would do this, you know, like we could hang out here or I could take you here and stuff like that. And you know, what's great is that nothing like sexual ever comes up. We make the odd dirty joke here and there, but it's never like you're so hot, I would like to do this. No. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that sort of thing. Like I don't respond well to guys who focus on the physical aspects. Like trust me, I love sex. But when you're talking, I don't think that should be a focus. Like that should come naturally. If you meet each other and you're attracted to each other, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But like don't talk about it, you know, like, ooh, if I see you and like gonna grab your butt and it's like it's gross. I hate that. But he didn't, not even once. He's from a very conservative, like Catholic community. And it was really eye opening about how like a big part of Ireland is like conservative, religious. Never ever mention like porn or anything dirty, and they're like they don't they don't even talk about such things. So I learned so much talking to him about it. But I've come to tell myself like I shouldn't even expect to talk to him much or anymore until the next time he texts me in probably like a year or so. So yeah, that's the sad tea. It's not real like tea, but a sad update. I do like updates on Instagram though. If you want to follow me, should I write out my Instagram? This is going to change soon though. My Instagram was. Hang on. It has a 1229 in it because 12 for Namjoon's birthday and 29 for my birthday. But since I hopped over to Yoongi's lane today, that number is about to change. I'm so sorry. Namjoon. I have so many this. I have two of these where it says Namjoon on the back, and this is a very fucking expensive T-shirt too. It's the most expensive T-shirt I've ever owned because Big Hit doesn't believe in pricing things reasonably. So I bought this from House of BTS for like $60. I got the other T-shirt for free. Someone gave it to me, but yeah, $60 T-shirt, $60 fucking. This is the most. I think this is the most expensive piece of clothing that I own. This fucking T-shirt from Hybe or Big Hit. It says Big Hit on the label. It doesn't say Hybe. So yeah, don't spend $99 on your underwear, and don't buy Hybe T-shirts. I don't know. They're very good quality though, I must say. You hope we continue talking? I hope we continue talking. But it's not gonna happen. Because it's like that. Anyway, so I've gone on for very long. I always intend my lives to be 1 hour, but then I exceed very greatly. But yes, do follow me on my Instagram for updates. I'm going to update as well my plans for the August D concerts, and like giving out photo cards and stuff, and or like posting like fan cams and stuff. I'm gonna post on my Instagram because I can't post those on my YouTube. I get flagged, which is super fucking annoying. But I might do a live worst experience ever. Like what? What was the worst experience ever? What is happening? Anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna post fan cams on my Instagram because I cannot post them on YouTube. They get flagged. I might do a live streaming from the concert for day 2. I don't know what Sandra is talking about. Who's he? Who are you talking about? What have I been talking about? I don't remember. Okay. Again, follow my Instagram for fan cams of Yoongi's concert. And yeah, but I don't remember what I said. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't remember what I said. So yeah. Follow my Instagram. Updates, BTS adventures, BTS throwbacks, all my fan cams from previous concerts that I've been to. I've been to 14 concerts. And my thing video, which I've hosted here from the BTS Fifth Muster, the Magic Shop, it was the most watched thing video on YouTube. The thing which was done by the Vocal Live. And it was from day 1. It was the Magic Shop where like Tay fucked up his lines. And it had like over 1 million views, but then YouTube flagged my video and I had to delete it. So no, I cannot post any more fan cams here. So they will be going on my Instagram. So please go follow me there for like Yoongi fan cams for the Singapore leg of the tour. And but for the live streaming, I think I'll be doing it here. for day 2. I just have to plan properly. I'll update soon because I'm going to be giving out photo cards and stuff. What I'm planning to do, I guess I have to discuss this a little bit more, but I have like fun plans for concert days and what I can do with armies on that day. So yeah. Okay. Sandra, yeah, you must be lagging behind real bad. All right. I hate to leave you guys, but I guess I have to. Maybe I should come and do lives more often, and then I can stick to under an hour, I guess. It's okay. Hate to go, but got to. I will update on other things, especially Jamie, on my Instagram. Thank you for coming to this live. Thank you very much. I've had fun talking to you guys. Sandra, I love when you come. Thank you so much. And Aaron, hope to see you in other lives as well. And to the rest of y'all who are not talking, that's fine. I am happy for your presence. This has been Jamie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!